one of two things. Either he's tired, that person's tired, or they're overheating to the point where they can't move. If they don't say anything, pop their head off. I can care less about the magic. If they don't say anything, they don't mention, they don't joke, they don't move, they're just sitting there, pop their head off. See what their health status is at that moment. And then go ahead and let hotel staff know, CFAT know, or anybody you see with a radio or the staff. I don't have the staff thing, but if you see like staff or somebody, let them know, and we can call and we figure out how we're going to proceed depending on how bad it is. All right. If you wear your fursuit for a longer time, it will start to stink. Because you're sweaty, you're hot. I'll go over that when we talk about maintenance and how to clean and all that. How to interact with a fursuit. The do's and don'ts with interacting with a fursuit. Oh my God. Okay. So the rules, these rules that I posted up here kind of vary depending on the suitor. But here's the ones I have up here are kind of universal. Not yourself to a person. All right, Stitch, stand up, please. Let's say he's talking to colors, right? And I like to be active. I'm gonna be moving around, doing stuff. Let's say he talks to colors. I walk in the room. I see Sketch. Ah! You just broke his back, literally. Fursuit. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Come here. This is what I want you to do. I want you to stand out, and when you see my hand, I want you to raise the corresponding hand that you see. Okay? Look forward. Look. Look forward, sir. Raise it up so I can see it. All right, we're gonna do that again. This time, actually do it. I know you can see this. Okay, so because he wants to be difficult, I'm gonna say his vision's like right. He can kind of see here and maybe about here. He's not gonna see you coming from this angle to say, hey, how you doing, Sketch? I haven't seen you in years. And now you probably just broke his back and now he's upset with you because you just pounced on him and didn't know. If anything, you just wanna, if he's talking to color or something, you wanna walk up and be like, hey, how you doing? Good? Okay, cool. Perfect. Hey, go ahead and sit down. Thank you. And sorry, for some weird reason, I brought my power strip from my computer, and now that it's in the room, I can't find it. So it's gonna keep going out like that. You wanna hug the first suitor? I should have keep standing up, but if you wanna hug the first suitor, use the universal hug. Or if the suitor talks, ask him, can I get a hug? Don't just walk up and just hug the suitor because, oh, you look so cute, I love you. I've seen you in pictures and dance comps. Your suit is so awesome. Oh my God, I love it. Let me just get a hug. No. Because then, you don't know what personality that suitor has. Maybe like Sketch. Sketch doesn't like being touched by people, a lot of people. You know, people he mainly don't know and is still friends with, it's just his own personality. So by you giving him a hug, you done made the suitor inside upset and the character itself upset. Because his personality is he don't like to be touched or hugged. Now if you see him in Glitch, sure, that he's very more social than Sketch is. So yeah, by most definitely go ahead and hug Glitch. You can't really hug Sketch. So that's just something you gotta be aware of. When hugging a suitor, let him know you have some sort of liquid in your hand. I'm gonna use a closed bottle because I don't want nothing to mess up colors. So when you're hugging a suitor, I gotta, yeah. Try to keep it away from them, or kind of like show them as you're hugging them, so that you can keep it this way and you can still hug them. Because if you drop it, most likely it's gonna go splattering over here and not on the suitor. Because it is pretty hard, depending on what you have. It's pretty hard to clean out of a suit, especially if you have a complete white suit, like Sketch. it's kind of hard to kind of, it's kind of, that's nothing, you don't get fur in your mouth. You're going to get a lot of that. You're going to get a lot of that. If you see another suitor doing this, you see him walking around, you see him doing this. That's the universal sign of, I'm overheating. Please help me out. I'm overheating. If you ask, oh, you need help, they say no. I personally, and even if I wasn't working the con, I would still go and grab some water and bring it to them. Like, here, you're overheating, drink some water. And if they say no, me and you, girl, me and you. If they say no, then personally what I would do is let a CFAC know, just in case he does end up passing out. They already pretty much know, and they can possibly talk to that student and let them know that, hey, you're overheating. Go ahead and let's go to the Hellas Lounge, pop your head off, and we can get you some water. Bam, that's simple. You are a freaking daredevil, so I'm like, you've been suited for a while, so you can handle yourself. Okay, so this is a pretty unwritten rule. It's kind of a rule, but it's kind of not. It's kind of not. I mean, honestly, here's how I prioritize this. Let fursuiters and the handlers use the elevator first. So this is how I prioritize how that is. If I see a suitor doing this, and they're walking up to the elevator, I already know they're overheating, they need to go get their suit out. So I just let that, go ahead, you go ahead. You two go ahead. I'll take the next elevator, that's fine. We got 3 elevators in this hotel. I can use them, I can take the stairs if I have to. I'm on the 3rd floor, I'm fine. If I just see a fursuiter just like bouncing up, doing all that, yeah. If I can fit them in the elevator, perfect, gravy. Then if I can't, but I'll still pretty much let them on. But I mean, it's, like I said before, it is a rule, it's not a rule. It's kind of debatable depending on where you are. All right. 6, and one of the most important rules to do is listen to the handler of that suitor. The handler knows the suitor. They know the hand signs. Like when I had a suit and I had my handler, we had hand signs. I didn't know sign language, but we worked out hand signs because I only had 4 paws. So we worked out hand signs to where my last suit didn't talk, especially for non-talking suitors. I had if I do this, that means hey, let's head back either to the hotel or up to the room. It's the handler fursuiter thing. So if that, especially if the suitor don't talk, listen to the handler. The handler will know the suitor. They will know the do's and don'ts of the suitor. They will know what you can and can't do with that suitor. Just always listen to their handler because you can probably get in some trouble if you mess something up and you might get your con pulled by CFAC or con security. The do nots, all right? This is mainly the same pretty much across the board. It's not really fun. It's not funny at all to do in my eyes. And it's, you could get depending on what you do, you can get in so much trouble the fact that you may get your con badge pulled without a refund. Okay? First thing, and it makes me mad, and I know it makes everybody on this panel mad, and it makes a lot of fursuiters mad. Do not lift the fursuiter's tail, do not pull it, do not tug it, don't even touch it without permission. See, they have do not touch tails on their fursuit tail because it happens so often. When you're not a suitor, you kind of think, oh, it's fine, it's just a tail. Let me just tug it, let me grab it and kind of caress it. No, don't do that. No, because you don't know how the tail is attached. Like my tail is attached to a belt and it has loops. I've seen tails where people actually pin the tail, like a safety pin. They pin it to the belt and then they pin it to that, and you pull it. The pin just came out, and now they're upset at you because you just messed up their tail. You might have ripped it. You don't know what you did to it or how they have it set up. If it's a full suit and the tail's attached to the actual suit, and for whatever reason they weren't aware that there's a tear, and until you pull it, you just tore off the freaking tail. Now they're really upset with you, and they will go to CFAC on you, and you might end up getting pulled from the convention and kicked out. I would be upset. I know anybody here would be upset. So it's just best if you don't, unless you ask. Like, oh yeah, oh cool, can I touch it? They'll be like, they might say yeah, don't pull it, just like do this to it and feel the fur. Or if they say no, just leave it at that. 99% of the time, 99% of the time, the tail fur is the same as the chest fur or the back fur or the rest of the body and the paw. So you can touch anything else and pretty much get a feel for the tail. And change it. There you go. Second, as I just said earlier, don't sneak up on an unexpected fursuiter because you might just break their back or do something to the nature. You don't know exactly what's going on with the suit at the time. You don't know if they're upset or you don't know if they're like overheating and trying to get somewhere. You sneak up on them, jump on them, now you just broke their back. And they might pass out because they were scared while being high. All right? Do not. And this is like, I should have put this as number 1, but it's number 3. Don't ever place your hand on a fursuiter's chest, especially a full suiter. Why? You don't know if it's a guy or a girl under there. Especially if you don't know that person. If you know them and you have that mutual, like, knowing that, oh, I can touch your chest and you be fine, or let me fix something, and I know you and I'm your handler, okay. But you just don't walk up to so that, hey, no. Because now, actually, and I'm going into law enforcement, so I can actually say, especially if you do that to a girl, they can automatically call you out for sexual harassment. Automatically, off the bat. Because technically that is, honestly. And it's out of respect, just don't do it. If you wanna like rub their fur, you got the back, you got the arms, you got the belly, you know, but up here just don't. Oh, she has something.
Before you do anything, like, I know the chest part, but also with the belly, some furs like me, I technically do not love when people rub my belly. I really hate it. So if you want to ask first before you rub someone's belly as well. So.
Yeah, just, the whole thing, key thing here is just ask. Can I? If they say no, respect that. Don't be upset because, and don't be walking away, oh, that fursuit, let me touch it. Okay, it's a certain thing that they just don't want to happen, and you have to respect that because it is their suit and it is their body, and they have the right to say no. And that's it. There's no convincing. There's no nothing. Yes.
There's another thing you should definitely include, and I've heard this from many fursuiters, that with the touching thing, not just the chest, but some people can, go up to you and touch inappropriate places that shouldn't be touched. That's another thing to look out for.
Honestly, I feel I shouldn't have to say that because that's a common rule in suitology. If you're not made as that person, don't go up there and grope them. Slap their ass. Unless you're petting, It's the white fursuiter with the heart on his butt.
Hand slap his butt.
Everybody in SoCal know him as Mr. Heartbutt, and they just every time they see him,
Petty paws.
This is something that we've all in the family been able to do, and he won't get upset. He'll probably say, "God damn it," because it hurt, but that's about the most you're gonna get from it. Point blank is simple. I mean, there's some suitors like that, and there's some suitors like me that I really don't want to be slapped in the ass at all. Nah. You touch that. It's not a slap. Don't you dare. Don't you even think about it. All right.
The other side problem with groping, touching, hugging, whatever, is there's not very many about them, but you also have the suitors that have the lights and articulation that may have to look at wires running.
Yeah,
through
that
their
too. Yeah, there's one suitor I know. She doesn't live in SoCal. I forget when she exactly lives because she moves all the freaking time. Where her whole suit has electronics. Her ears have like little radio, little speakers on them that they can actually play music. She has LEDs on her tail, and also she has like a little mini speaker like right here on her tail. She has a speaker here. Like she decked her whole entire
Does
suit
she have
out.
like a subwoofer on her chest as well?
No.
Because I've seen a big speaker on her fursuit's chest
No, I'm thinking of
Someone else let it. Wow.
She pretty much had damn near darn near speaker. She had a speaker in her digit grade. Like, it's not even funny. But that right there, you might do this, and now you just shorted out a whole arm because you just grabbed her arm, and now she's upset with you because that probably cost her like at least $6,000 at least.
That's right out.
Yes, she's livid. She's gonna be livid. So it's just don't touch fursuiter without asking permission. Girl, shush. Hey.
She's waiting for the stars behind you here.
All right. As I said before, hugging a fursuiter, don't hug a fursuiter without permission. Sketch is a perfect example of that. Don't pull up fursuit. Still, I want to put that in there twice because that's like the thing you should not do to a fursuiter. Keep any and all liquids away from the fursuit, as I explained before. Well, me particularly, I hate all liquids around me, even down to water, unless I'm washing myself. I don't even want a cup of water near me, because I don't know if it's sparkling water, I don't know if it's regular water. Sparkling, yeah, I can get sparkling water out, but I don't have to deal with it. I just want to be able to just clean my suit and not have to worry about that one spot. They got sparkling water all over. So it's all suits, all water, just keep it out of lane. Because they can just do this, and bam, there you go. You just got water. You just got Gatorade all over that suit. Mine. Gatorades too. Gatorade, when I say all liquids and try to keep hydrated, Gatorade work too, because you get electrolytes. That's why you see me running around, you're going to always see me running around with 2 bottles of Gatorade in my pocket at all times. I'm not even in suit right now. Alright, don't mess with a fursuiter's props without permission. I know when I was suited, I had it was a plushie of myself. No, it was a backpack that I had custom made to fit my fursuiter, and it was exactly the same. I didn't like anybody messing with it, unless it's my handler going in there to grab like my key card or my phone, because I need to check, make sure I don't know if my mom was calling or not, you know. But just don't mess with a fursuiter's prop without their permission. And number 8. And you guys are probably gonna laugh when I say this. Don't push the fursuiters downstairs. Although it may be cute, it's not cool. I've seen it many times where it's like, oh, that looks cute, and they go down, and now you probably broke multiple bones and fractures like an eye, or do something, or you know, I don't know, you did something. Even though it looks cute during it as it's happening, it's not cool at all. Just don't do it. Don't even think about it. Don't even touch the subject. Don't even inkling. I don't even have the inkling of it. Yes.
There's also the chance that you might actually kill the person.
That too. That's no. I don't have to say that because you try to fall downstairs out of suit. You might just die. It's that little thing. You might just die. Okay. Universal fursuit is sign language. There's a couple I didn't add in here because I kind of thought of them like as I was working. If you see a fursuit doing this, there we go, doing this, you gotta use the restroom. Yeah, they look like a big ass kid, but this is the furry family. We're all big ass kids. Being completely honest. The hug, which is all suitors know. I mean, I think everybody knows that at this point. The I'm overheating, and then I'm hungry. Those are just the basic ones, or they point at their feet. That's something that's kind of not really universal, but it's like handler suitor kind of thing, with like, hey, my feet's hurting. Like, I need to go in there so I can pop my foot paws off. I mean, those are mainly the main ones I can actually think of. Huh? Huh? Yeah, oh, water. See, okay. I didn't use this as water. I I did, because I had 4 paws. What did I do? It's kind of hard for me to do it out of paws, out of my 4 paws. But I did something like this and then this for water. This is something me and my fursuit handler just kind of thought up because my suit didn't talk the last time I had it. And for those who want to know what happened to my suit, my best friend decided she wants to surprise me with a clean suit, non-furry.